Because of some early frost, the cherry crop this year is going to be way down. So we came out to Oyama to speak to Alan Gatzke about what that means for growers and what it means for you, the cherry lover.
Well, we'll probably end up better than the average in our area because of the direct marketing and the diversity of cherries. So I anticipate we'll have 60% of a full crop this year.
But overall, there's a lot of ways to kind of look at it, but at the end of the harvest, overall from Salmon Arm down to the U.S. border, we're looking at, what, about half the crop?
Or even less than half the crop. In terms of the amount of cherries, blossoms that turned into fruit, it's probably a 3/4 reduction, so 75% of the crop is not hanging. But that does mean that the cherries can grow larger, and so it doesn't mean 25% of the tonnage. That could come back with size to as much as half a crop.
So, for most people, cherries are something they just love to enjoy at this time of year. So when people start heading out to their fruit stands, are they still going to see cherries?
There'll be cherries here in the Okanagan for everybody who wants to enjoy them. We're not going to be in a situation where you can't get cherries. I anticipate there'll be a little bit more money, but the people that are really impacted by this are the ones that export. And their Valley's production really is, most of it is exported. There's a very small amount that actually gets consumed here. So the direct farm marketers like ourselves, or the smaller people that play in the market here in the Okanagan, they'll find cherries for sure.
And as far as the growers are concerned, my understanding of the cherry end of the orchard business is that, it seems like just about every year you're either in the best shape or the worst shape if you grow cherries. It's kind of, live or die by the sword.
Oh, that's very true. My grandpa used to say that if you got one crop of cherries every 5 years, you're further ahead than growing apples. And we did, in the last decade, we did get a few crops off. So even though it's a little dismal this year, the farmer's perspective is it's just one of those years that isn't going to be the best.
But last year's wasn't great either. You get 2 in a row, not so good.
It hurts the cash flow for sure, and especially those guys that are exporting. I know that some of my friends that are exporting are having troubles coming up with cash flow at this time of year because they just hardly broke even. But when things work out with cherries and the prices are good, you can pay for your land in a very few years.